body leads to a healthy mind. Healthy mind leads to healthy thoughts. And if our thoughts are healthy, we can make our society healthy, we can make our surroundings healthy. So, it is very important that for a person, fitness is very important. Because once we are fit and active, we can create or we can do our work more efficiently. But the thing is how we can actually keep our fit and healthy. This is a question. Many times we make our regime, many times we make routine also, but we are not able to actually follow it. What are the quickest way or what are the good ways of keeping things in our mind for the fitness and for being healthy in a day-to-day life? That is very important. And to help us out with this, we have a very good, or I must say very knowledgeable person with us who will help us today to guide. So for this, I would like to welcome Mr. Sameer Ambasta, who is a physical education teacher who will guide us that how we can maintain or how we can make ourselves fit in our day-to-day life. So with this, please welcome Mr. Sameer Kumar Ambasta.
Thank you, ma'am. And as ma'am has told that we need a fit body, we need mental peace for living a very cool and calm life. And the topic for today's training is importance of physical fitness in our day-to-day life. So can you tell me whom we can consider as a fit person? Any one of you? Whom we can consider as a fit person? Anyone else? Yes, sir.
Anybody who is mentally, physically, as well as you can say socially fit, we can consider him as a fit person.
Anyone else? Do you have any idea whom we can consider as a fit person? Next, sir. As per World Health Organization, a person who is having mental fitness, physical fitness, emotional fitness, as well as social fitness, that can be considered as a fit person. Unless until no one can be a fit person if anyone is having any kind of problems, either physically, mentally, emotionally, or socially. Today, we are here to talk about fitness. Out of those 4 parts, we will discuss physical fitness today. Next. The basic definition, you can say, as it is showing on the screen also, fitness is an important factor in one's ability to perform daily tasks. Whatever we are doing, right from waking up early in the morning till going to the bed, all the activities needs our physical fitness. Otherwise, we will not be able to perform the daily tasks. So we can say that healthy mind plus healthy body is equal to physical fitness or fitness. Next, sir. as I told that today we will go for physical fitness. So this is the definition of physical fitness. According to Center for Disease Control and Prevention, it means CDC, physical fitness is defined as the ability to carry out daily tasks without vigor, without fatigue, and we will have that much energy to enjoy our leisure time and family time also. This is known as physical fitness definition. Next. And components. For physical fitness, so many components are there. But today we will talk about only 5 components, 5 major components. The first one is cardiovascular endurance, muscular strength, muscular endurance, flexibility, and body composition. All the 5 main components of physical fitness are here. So, one by one, we will learn about each and every component of physical fitness. So, the first one is cardiovascular endurance. Can you tell me, apart from science teachers, I am not asking from the bio teachers, anyone else can tell me what do you understand by the term cardiovascular endurance? Not from the physical education teacher also. Anyone? Yes.
But cardio is related to heart and vascular little bit to the hypothesis. So cardio and vascular related to heart resistance.
Yeah, it's true that cardiovascular means the things which are related towards our heart. But endurance, whenever we are doing any kind of activity, our body needs more energy, more oxygen, and our heart needs more blood. And as it is mentioned also, that it is the ability of the heart and lungs to work together to provide the needed oxygen and fuel to the body during sustained workloads. And the examples can be jogging, cycling, swimming, or other activities which we use to perform in our day-to-day life. Not only in the sports, whatever you are doing at your home, for females, they are having so many works. For males, they are also having so many works in their day-to-day life. Whenever our colleagues, female colleagues are in the kitchen, they are making food for their family, then also physical activity is going on. At that time also, cardiovascular endurance is required. So next one. Muscular strength, which is one of the most important component of physical fitness. You have seen so many children, so many people around you who are not having that much of muscular strength. You can say that the person who is suffering from polio, you have seen, I think, in our surrounding, we can see so many people who are suffering from polio. It's a kind of disease. इसमें क्या होता है? मसल्स की पावर कम हो जाती है. Simple. If we will not have the muscular strength, we cannot say that we are fit. We are having the physical fitness. So what is muscular strength? It is the amount of force a muscle can produce, and the example is bench press, leg press, bicep curl, and so on. And generally, as it has been recommended by CBSE, we are used to take tests of the students during their 11th and 12th. Earlier it was a part fitness test, and nowadays from this year it is Khelo India fitness test. And in that one, push-ups are there for boys to measure their muscular strength. So whenever you are doing the push-ups, you are enhancing your muscular strength. Next one. Next is muscular endurance. Similarly, if we are doing any kind of physical activity, physical workout or exercises, we need muscular endurance. Muscular strength is very different from muscular endurance. Muscular endurance means to work for a certain time of period. एक निश्चित समय तक लगातार उन्हीं क्रियाओं को बार बार दोहराना. It can be possible only if we are having the muscular endurance. Next, sir. Flexibility. I think everyone knows about the flexibility. What is flexibility? Can anyone answer? What is flexibility? This can be asked to the PT teacher also. This can be asked to anyone. Because whatever you are doing right now, that is under the flexibility. Whether you are sitting properly or not, that is also our flexibility. Flexibility means the amount of movement, or you can say the amount of movement or the ability of joints to move. हमारे सारे joints अलग अलग डिग्रीज पे मूव करते हैं. हमारे शरीर में अलग अलग प्रकार के जॉइंट्स, आई थिंक साइंस टीचर्स नो अबाउट इट वेरी वेल. हमारे बॉडी में जितने भी जॉइंट्स हैं अलग अलग तरीके से मूव करते हैं. पिवट जॉइंट हो, बॉल सॉकेट जॉइंट हो या और कोई दूसरे जॉइंट हो, सभी की लिमिटेशंस हैं. आपने देखा होगा अपने आसपास में कुछ लोग किसी कारणवश एक साइडेड बेंड हो जाते हैं, आगे की ओर बेंड हो जाते हैं. कुछ लोग अपने बॉडी वेट की वजह से सारे डेली रूटीन के वर्क परफॉर्म नहीं कर पाते सही तरीके से, क्योंकि उनके जॉइंट्स की जो फिटनेस है वो कम हो जाती है. वी कैन डिफाइन इट as the ability of each joint to move through the available range of motion for a specific joint. Next one. And the most important, body composition. Can you tell me how many types of bodies are there? Body कितने प्रकार की होती है? Please don't go for the Google Baba.
Body is only one type. Is there any one type?
Okay. So before going to that body types, first we will know something about body composition. It is the amount of fat mass compared to lean muscle mass, bone and organs. This is body composition. This can be measured using underwater weighing. पानी के नीचे, पानी के अंदर अगर हम बॉडी वेट करें अपना, तो एग्जैक्ट जो हमारा बॉडी कंपोजिशन है वो सामने आ जाए. बट इट इज वेरी एक्सपेंसिव. दैट्स व्हाई वेरी फ्यू प्लेसेस आर हैविंग दिस फैसिलिटी. वेरी फ्यू. नेक्स्ट, हियर आर द डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ बॉडीज. One is ectomorph, second is mesomorph, third is endomorph. Can you tell me what is the difference between all these three body types? We are having all kind of body types right now in our seminar.
Difference is fat.
Difference is fat. Okay. The first one, ectomorph, means the person who is not having too much of fat deposit in their body. And this situation is very dangerous. This situation is very dangerous. Because if you will not have the fat in your body, in some cases when you will not get food for 24 hours or 30 hours, I think those people are going to be fainted very easily. Second is, we will talk about endomorph. Later on I will come on mesomorph. Endomorph means a person who is having extra deposit of fat. And third one is mesomorph, which is considered as the best body type the best body type is mesomorph. Because in this one, the BMI means body mass index, is up to the mark. And mesomorph type body is totally fit for all kind of physical activities. Whether you are performing very hard tasks, you are going for intense workout, this type of body is very useful. Next, sir. And now we will talk about the benefits and risks of physical activities and sedentary behavior. Before starting this topic, at first I would like to clear what is the sedentary behavior. Sedentary behavior means not indulge in physical activities. A person, और इन हिंदी भी कैन से, एक ऐसा आदमी जो खा पी के सिर्फ बैठा रहता है, एक्स्ट्रा डिपॉजिट लेता रहता है. तो जो सबसे पहला बेनिफिट, मैं पहले बेनिफिट्स की बात करूं, तो रेगुलर फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज, वेदर यू आर वॉकिंग, साइकिलिंग, व्हीलिंग, doing sports or active recreation, it will provide significant benefits for our health. As everyone knows that something is better than nothing. So often we used to tell the students that something is better than nothing. Here also, some physical activity is better than doing nothing. And whenever you will do the physical activities, you will get more active, more energetic, and you will perform your daily tasks very easily without fatigue. And the biggest risk, as you can see here, that physical inactivity is one of the leading risk factors for non-communicable diseases mortality. If, as we have witnessed from last 2 years during COVID period, that most of those people has died from COVID who were not physically active. Either they are senior citizens, either they are having extra fat in their body. A person who was performing day-to-day workouts, they were not, even the COVID virus has not touched them. And people who are insufficiently active have a 20 to 30% increased risk of death compared to the people who are sufficiently active. So, my dear friends, try to be active. There is a very big risk of 20 to 30% of getting tired if you will not become active. Next one. The biggest question, I think this is the biggest question. How can we achieve the desired physical fitness? Can you tell me? Yes, ma'am.
There are different ways by which we can achieve the desired physical fitness. Like I recently, obviously, exercise is the major one. But apart from that, there are recently many theories have been generated, many exercise, many different kind of diet plan, different kind of fasting also people are doing for remaining physically fit.
Thank you, ma'am. So, anyone else who want to give the answer? Yes.
Physical fitness can be through performing physical activities.
Anyone else? Both the answers are correct. Next slide, sir. So here is the answer. Physical activity and balanced diet. Physical activity can keep you fit. With the physical activities only, you can achieve your desired physical fitness along with balanced diet. Nowadays, the biggest problem with us, or you can say that with the new generation, that they are the slaves of their tongue. You can say वो अपने जबान के गुलाम हो चुके. As ma'am told that fasting, according to physical health education or being a physical health education teacher, I can say that dieting is not good for health. Leaving your food is not good for health. And the elders has told that never try to escape your breakfast. Why they have told such things? Whenever you will sit with a pen and paper, you can observe it very easily. If you are taking your breakfast in the morning at 7 o'clock in normal days, then I think by 12 or 1 you are taking your lunch. The difference is nearly 4 or 5 hours. Again in the evening you are going to take some tea or snacks. The difference is 4 to 5 hours. And after that, at night you are taking your dinner. Again the difference is 4 or 5 hours. But the difference between dinner and breakfast is nearly more than 5 hours, 6 hours. Sometimes it can be 8 or 9 hours. And the ideal time to take your dinner is 8 p.m. at night. So after a very long gap, our body needs too much of energy for working. So many people think that whenever we are sleeping, our body did not require energy. जब भी हम सोते रहते हैं उस टाइम में भी हमारी बॉडी को एनर्जी की जरूरत होती है. That's why people tell that never try to escape your breakfast. If we are not allowed to skip our breakfast, then how we can think about the whole day fasting for maintaining our figure, for maintaining our body type. Next. And now we will discuss about the impact of physical activities on our body. Next. Whenever you will involve yourself in the physical activities, improve muscular and cardiorespiratory fitness. You will get improved muscular and cardiorespiratory fitness, which is essential to perform our daily works, daily routine work. आपने देखा होगा बहुत सारे ऐसे भी लोग होंगे जो सुबह सो के उठने के बाद थोड़ा सा काम करते हैं और उनकी जीभ बाहर आ जाती है. हमारे फिजिकल एजुकेशन में यही भाषा होती है, जीभ बाहर आ जाना, मतलब हाँफने लगते हैं, क्योंकि उनके अंदर कार्डियो रेस्पिरेटरी एंडोरेंस या फिटनेस नहीं होती. सेकेंड इज इंप्रूवमेंट इन बोन एंड फंक्शनल हेल्थ. बोन्स के हेल्थ को भी फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज बेहतर करता है. इट कैन एनहांस योर बोन स्ट्रेंथ. एंड एवरीवन नोज दैट आफ्टर अ सर्टेन एज our bone density is going to become lesser and lesser. For females it is 30 and for males it is 35 years. So after 30 and 35 years of your age, you are going to lose the density of your bone. So try to be active and try to protect yourself from falling prey of any kind of diseases. It also reduces the risk of hypertension, coronary heart diseases, stroke, diabetes, various types of cancer including breast cancer and colon cancer, along with depression. Whenever any person gets depressed, he or she must go for some kind of physical activities. Because whenever we are going for the physical activities, some kind of hormones are going to be released in our body, and we will feel pleased, we will feel happy. Next is, it also reduces the risk of falls as well as hip or vertebral fractures. If you are performing physical activities, you will have that much balance that whenever or wherever you are going, you will not be the prey, or you are not going to fall or any kind of dislocation or fracture in your body. Especially two types of fractures are very dangerous for us, that is vertebral and hip fracture. ये दोनों ही प्रकार के फ्रैक्चर्स आपको पूरी जिंदगी बेड पे रहने के लिए बाध्य कर सकते हैं. It also helps to maintain a healthy body weight. How can we calculate a healthy body weight? By measuring your height, by weighing yourself, and there is a formula that weight will be divided by the length in meters square. You will get your answer. And if your body mass index BMI is less than 80, means you are in the risk zone. And if it is more than 25, then also you are in the risk zone. 18 to 24.9, that is the healthy body mass index. So try to be in that particular range, and you will live for a very long life, very happily. Next one. After seeing the inactivity of the Indians, some of the Indians, I will say, Government of India took the initiative. Government of India launched Fit India movement on 29th August 2019, and it was launched by our Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Damodar Das Modi, to keep each and every individual of our country fit, because स्वस्थ इंसान, स्वस्थ नागरिक ही देश को आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं. For a country, their citizens are their assets, and if the citizens are not fit, I don't think that country is going to get good results. Next one. So, this is the formula for long living. Adopt fitness and make it a habit in your life. Try to adopt fitness, whether it is physical, mental, social, emotional, that doesn't matter. Then only you will be able to live long. So, yes, next. Okay. Next. So, this much was there for today. If you are having any kind of query, you are most welcome. Any queries? Yes, sir. Hereditary. You are asking about the heredity or diseases. So many diseases are there which can be transferred from one generation to another. So, but the chances are very less. Chances are very less, and if we will involve ourselves in physical activities, if we are having the desired fitness level, then we can definitely ignore such kind of issues. I think now it is clear. Anyone else?
Bone density can reduce as the day is going on.
Bone density कैसे कम होता है उम्र बढ़ने के बाद? The amount of calcium gets lesser and lesser day to day in our life, day by day, day by day, and we are not thinking about taking calcium. That's why whenever you are going to the doctor, after a certain age, which I have told earlier, they will recommend calcium for you. If you are a male above 35, go to the doctor, ask about the bone density. They will check it and then they will prescribe calcium for you. Because everyone knows that calcium is essential for bone density and bone strongness. Is it clear? Anyone else? Yes.
So as you have mentioned that breakfast is very necessary. Yes, we have all known from a very earlier time that yes, breakfast is very important and it should be king size. Lunch should be and dinner should be like beggar size. It has already we have heard. But recently the theories have been generated and Mr. That Sadhguru, he has also advocating that जितना कम हम खाएंगे उतना ज़्यादा स्वस्थ रहेंगे and he is only the one who is advocating intermittent fasting. That means 16 hours of fasting and rest time you are just eating a very less amount of. In that he is focusing that first half of our day should be without eating. Means don't eat anything, just remain on liquid. And myself, I am following this and I find myself very much active and healthy. So can you just tell me, I just actually want to know difference about both the theories. Is intermittent fasting is good and what are the, that's it, I want to know.
Sadhguru has told about the taking the liquids during the first half of our day. Our body needs food and we can provide food in the form of liquid also. He has not told to take water only. He has told to take something else along with the water, which can provide energy, which can give us strength for our working. That's why. And the theory is good. That theory given by Sadhguru is very good. That it can be done. It can be done and you will feel the changes. You have to start your morning with minimum 3 glasses of water. आप सुबह उठते हैं, उठने के बाद ये कहा जाता है, it is known as water therapy. सुबह उठें बिना कुल्ला किए, आधे से ज्यादा लोगों को घिन आएगी बिना कुल्ला किए हुए पानी पीने में. लेकिन अगर आप किसी प्रकार का नशा नहीं करते, सोने से पहले आपने नशा नहीं किया हुआ है, तो आप सुबह उठकर बिना मुंह धोए 3 ग्लास पानी पी. It doesn't matter that it's lukewarm water, hot water or cold water, but don't take it directly from the fridge. सुबह उठे 3 ग्लास पानी पिए, पूरा दिन आपका एनर्जी में बीतेगा. Anything else? If anyone wants to ask any question? Any queries? So I hope that yes sir, please. जिम में वर्कआउट करना सही है कि नहीं? It depends on the individual. Physical activity is very essential and it depends on the individual. If it is required, then they can go to the gym. Or whatever you are doing from waking up in the morning till going to the bed, that is equal to the gym. जब आप जिम में जाते हैं तो स्पेसिफिक वर्कआउट करते हैं आप, स्पेसिफिक फिटनेस ट्रेनिंग करते हैं आप जनरल फिटनेस ट्रेनिंग नहीं करते, जनरल फिजिकल एक्टिविटी नहीं करते आप. वहां अगर आपको वेट कम करना है तो उससे रिलेटेड काम करेंगे, बाइसेप्स बनाने हैं उससे रिलेटेड आप वर्कआउट करेंगे, ट्राइसेप्स बनाने हैं उससे रिलेटेड करेंगे, मास गेन करना है तो फिर आप एक्स्ट्रा उसमें एक्टिविटीज इन्वॉल्व करेंगे. तो इट इज गुड. It is, I am not saying that it's bad. It's good, but it varies from individual to individual. Anything else? If anyone wants to ask something? Otherwise, I hope that I have satisfied everyone. Then thank you for this session. Thank you for joining this session.